Welcome back to another episode of El Chapo Blogs. I'm walking a different doggy today, Scooby. Say hi, Scooby. Scooby, say hi, boy. I know, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. I really don't walk this dog so much. This is actually the third time that I met him. He's a good boy. But I wanted to give you another talk today. And what's been on my mind lately is that every opportunity starts with uncertainty, and every future self is an identity that you still haven't embodied. I picked this up from Joseph from Masculine Theory. I really like that quote. It's a really good quote. And the reason why I bring that up, those that have seen my videos, they know a little bit about my story, a little bit about my struggle. My struggles with abusing marijuana and nicotine and alcohol, and what it's been doing to my psychology over the past 5 years, which is when I started to really start to abuse it. And I quit. And as I said, I do take the occasional gummy here and there. And once I stopped, I came to a realization that I got to do something more with my life. I need to do more with my life than what I'm doing now. Yeah, Scooby, he's taking the sweet time over there sniffing around. But once I quit, I started to look for work, and I found myself applying for insurance, for AAA insurance. And the crazy thing is that AAA has been real responsive. And I had an interview yesterday, and I was essentially offered the role on the spot. I interviewed for almost 2 hours, and I prayed to God, the night before. The morning there, man, I got there like an hour and a half early just to be ready and just to psych myself up, because it's been so long. Man, I've been out of the game for so long. Like 2.5 years since I've actually worked in an office type setting. I was working from home. And it's been maybe like 7 years since I've worked in an actual office. So it can be a little daunting and it can be a little intimidating. But after interviewing for 2 hours, they gave me the offer. Man, I charmed the crap out of them. I don't know how I did it. Maybe it could be because I asked for charisma from God. I asked God to give me charisma, and God gave it to me, thankfully. I'm not much to look at. I mean, a lot of those guys, when you think of a salesman, you usually think of a good-looking, fast-talking cat, but they're gonna take a chance on me. One thing though, as I said, I do need to take a drug test, and I've taken an edible here and there with my wifey. We just had our anniversary that just passed, and I took a drug test at home, and that's still showing up in the drug test, and that has me a little bit concerned, because I hear that AAA is very strict when it comes to being drug free and stuff like that. But I do live in California, and California has a law where if you do these things on your personal time when you're out of work, when you do it on special occasions like how I do, that you can't be rejected from an offer, and you can't get fired from your job, like if they do give you a random drug test. So that does have me a little bit concerned. But the whole reason why I'm talking about that, with the whole thing about uncertainty, that every new opportunity starts with uncertainty, is because I do feel scared. The job does seem pretty daunting. It does seem very, what's the word? Very demanding. They want a lot from me, and I'm willing to do that, and I feel ready for the challenge. But it is pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie. Just some thoughts that I wanted to share. If you want to go ahead and if you want to follow Masculine Theory, he has grown a lot over the past 6 years. I've been watching him since he started. He went from like a dorky looking kid, like a brown kid like me. Well, I mean, he's probably younger than me, or we're probably the same age, but he went from like this dorky looking dude, and now he looks like the real deal. He looks like a real deal. So if you want to go ahead and check him out, I recommend that you do. And I'm keeping this video short. So thank you.